Welcome back to the bar, family. We're talking about mindset because a lot of people want a new life, but they protect the same thinking that created the old one. A changed mindset is not positive thinking. It's not pretending everything is fine. It's learning how to see yourself, your choices, and your future differently. Many people are waiting for life to change first. They think the money, relationship, opportunity, or breakthrough will create confidence. But usually it works the other way around. Your mindset is the lens you use to interpret life. Two people can face the same problem and walk away with completely different outcomes because they think different. Absolutely. The first step is awareness. You have to pay attention to the stories you tell yourself every day because most people are running on mental autopilot. Exactly. It's about breaking that cycle. You have to really listen to yourself. Do you constantly say, I can't, nobody helps me, nothing ever works out? Those thoughts eventually become your expectations. The second step is questioning your beliefs. Just because you've thought something for 20 years doesn't mean it's true. You have to find the proof of truth. Exactly, that's so important. Sometimes the belief that is hurting you was handed down by family, friends, culture, fear, or one painful experience you never healed from. The third step is taking responsibility. That doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means accepting your power to respond differently moving forward. Stop spending your strength defending your stuck place. The energy you use explaining why you can't change is the same energy change is waiting on. That's powerful. Let that energy go. The fourth step is changing your language. The words coming out of your mouth are feeding the beliefs growing inside your mind. Instead of saying, I always fail, ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this? That small shift creates room for growth instead of defeat. I love that. Step 5, check your environment. Some people are trying to grow flowers while sitting in rooms full of weeds, then wondering why you can't grow. That's so true. If everyone around you celebrates excuses, avoids accountability, and complains all day, eventually that mindset starts rubbing off on you. Pay attention to what you watch, what you read, and who gets access to your ears. Your mind takes notes, and eventually it lives by whatever you keep letting speak to it. Step 6, accept discomfort. Growth feels weird because you're leaving the version of you that knew how to survive, not the version built to thrive. People say they want to change, but most just want results without being uncomfortable. Growth isn't easy. You have to be willing to face hard truths about yourself. A new mindset needs new behavior. New behavior needs practice. Practice needs patience. And patience is where most people fall off because that's where it gets hard. Step 7, learn from mistakes without becoming them. Failure is something that happened. It's not who you are, unless you let it become your identity. You made a mistake. That doesn't mean you are a mistake. One is a moment you can learn from. The other is a lie you should never agree with. Step 8, build confidence through action. Confidence is not something you sit around waiting for. You build confidence every time you do what fear told you not to do. This one is personal. I lived in fear for years until I learned to trust myself. Once you trust yourself, fear can't run your life. That's a fact. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes evidence that you can trust yourself. Self-trust is powerful. People keep waiting on motivation, but we need discipline more. Discipline means doing the healthy, responsible, or the necessary thing even when you don't want to. Step 9, choose solutions over complaints. Problems deserve to be noticed, but they don't deserve all your power. Save your energy for what moves you forward. Some people spend years describing the storm, but never build a shelter. At some point, talking about the problem has to turn into doing something about it. Exactly. It's time to build. Mindset change is not one big breakthrough. It's choosing better thoughts every day until the old way no longer feels like you. You can't undo years of fear, doubt, and negative thinking with one inspirational video. You have to practice better thoughts until they become your new normal. Real transformation happens when your daily habits start backing up the future you keep talking about. And family, this is what you have to do. Stop just understanding change and start practicing it long enough for your life to show the results.
I agree, Vee. That 10th step really matters. Don't skip it. You have to be consistent. Consistency helps transform the mindset.
Most breakthroughs happen after people want to quit. And that's the problem. Too many people quit before they complete the process.
You have to trust the process. How can anything grow if you keep disturbing the process?
Mindset matters because your thoughts push your choices and your choices build your life. Change your thinking and your direction changes.
If you believe you're powerless, you'll move like you have no options. Believe growth is possible and you'll start looking to open doors.
Exactly. Mindset affects relationships too.
When you think chaos is normal, you tolerate what peace would have taught you to leave.
Sometimes growth is not about finding better people. Sometimes it's becoming too healed to keep accepting the same treatment. Mindset affects money too. Some people chase more money for years, but never confront the way they manage and spend it. You can earn more money and still have a broke mentality. Abundance starts with how you see yourself, your choices, and your possibilities. Mindset affects healing too. When you believe change is possible, setbacks don't stop you. They actually teach you how to move differently. Right, get the lesson. That doesn't mean life gets easy. It means hard seasons stop becoming your identity and start becoming something you pass through. That's right, you grow through them. Another step is separating facts from feelings. Feelings are real, but they don't always tell the whole story, so stop making that your truth. Feeling incapable doesn't mean you're incapable. Feeling rejected doesn't mean you're unwanted. Your feelings don't define who you are.
A mature mindset respects emotions without letting emotions take over. You can feel it, but don't let your emotions control you.
Exactly.
It's about balance.
Gratitude is a powerful tool. It doesn't deny the problem, but it does remind you that the problem is not the whole picture. When you constantly focus on what's missing, you can miss what's working. Try being thankful and grateful for what you have. Growth requires boundaries. You can't become new while staying loyal to environments committed to the old version of you. Protect who you're becoming. Absolutely. And it's important to know not everyone will clap when you change. Some people are comfortable with your lack of boundaries because they benefit from them. Do you want approval or do you want progress? You have to choose. Because sometimes growth will cost you people-pleasing. Stop comparing your journey to somebody else's timeline. Comparison will make you feel behind in a race that's not even yours. Exactly. Focus on your own path. Your only competition is the old version of you. Today, you owe yourself better choices, stronger boundaries, discipline, and no excuses. Outgrow yourself with and on purpose. Mindset change is identity work. You stop thinking, choosing, and reacting like the old you. You also refuse to live stuck another day. That means asking yourself hard questions about your behavior and habits. What trauma led me to being who I am today? Or what's quietly keeping me stuck in this mindset? What excuses am I protecting? What fear am I feeding? What truth am I avoiding because accountability makes comfort feel safer than change? There's always room for improvement. The beautiful thing about mindset work is nobody can do it for you, but nobody has enough power to stop you either. Your own mind is your superpower. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need permission to heal. And you don't need permission to think better either. That's all you, boo-boo. When you take ownership of your mind, you stop giving people control over your peace, your confidence, your choices, and your future, because you have an exit plan. Family, your life moves toward what you believe strongest. Be careful what you keep agreeing with. Agreeing means what you keep speaking and thinking. A changed mindset won't fix everything overnight, but it will change how you stand, face, and move through everything in front of you from now on. Absolutely. Take back authority over your mind. Let wisdom lead, let discipline work, and let your actions prove you are changing. We'll see you right here next Sunday at the bar.
Are you stressed? Overwhelmed? Life got you down and feeling strange? Then ditch the drama and come thirsty for change. Meet me at the bar with your issues. Meet me at the bar with your issues. That's right, you're invited to the bar, so pull up a chair and get ready to pour out your heart to Coach Ree and Coach Vee.
Yeah, Coach Ree and Coach Vee, the dynamic duo. They ready to shake up your perspective about love, life, or money. That's right, they'll help you, honey, get to the root of it all. Get ready for real talk, real solutions, and a whole lot of empowerment.